Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Russell Westbrook.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Raptors, in at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Stan, both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. And the Raptors with the ball, following the miss by Michael Porter from deep. Shoots. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got the first points of the night for the Raptors.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
They get it back, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. David.
He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. 21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And he's good on the second. And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions, makes defending a much easier prospect.
Now, here's Barrett. He had 15 points last outing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's good, 2 points.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Pass to Pirtle. Porter against Barrett. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Murray up on top, quickly covering. Back to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. Quickly against Murray. Will it go? The shot's good from Quickly.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the league's best rebounding teams since the All-Star break. The Raptors in second.
I mean, they just out-muscle their opponents under the glass. I mean, impressive rebounding numbers, and they've really only gotten better.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Barnes outside. Quickly against Murray. Quickly with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. A three-pointer is right on target. Quickly's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Jokic a screen. Brown the pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Some solid defense from Pirtle. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 2. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Yeah, that was a close one. In the end, they came away with the loss, and a big reason why was because their starters just kept fouling.
Here's Pirtle. Denver getting their last shot to go. Quickly setting the pick for Pirtle. Barrett, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Barnes outside. Barrett wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now, here's Barrett, following the miss by Jokic. Porter against Barrett. Pass to Walter. Quickly looking it over. Inside, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon with it. Here's Jokic, defended by Pirtle. For 3, Murray. Rebound by the Raptors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
Here's Murray, following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Fires at the elbow. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, that's just great awareness there from Murray to take advantage of what the defense was giving him and go to work in the mid-range.
And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
It's time for the dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Let's see it. We have a dancer.
Russell Westbrook in for Christian Brown. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at Denver. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And you know, for the Nuggets, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 5. Pirtle with a screen on Murray. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. And here is Pirtle. After Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Out to Barrett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Boy, the regular season is coming to a close very quickly here, Stan. It's been a great year, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. Look, the talent level, the skill level in this league, night in and night out, just continues to get better. We see guys making great leaps. I just don't know where the end of this is, Kevin. It just is incredible.
And how lucky are we to get this front row seat? Oh, my goodness.
Every night, we are lucky.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Watson's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Jokic, some solid defense from Pirtle.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Quickly. Over Murray. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Down low, picked off in midair. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first
They get Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Good on both. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Now, here's Barrett. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Charity stripe shot. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Westbrook against Barrett. Jokic inside, and the shot goes in. Jokic has got 8 points.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
Pass to Mobo. And here's Boucher. Jokic defending. Boucher in the post. He's against Jokic, and the shot's good from Boucher.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. Boucher the screen. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. Michael Porter, 4th.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
Yeah, as a wing, it can be hard to hit your shots at a high rate. I applaud this group for playing smart basketball.
And let's take a look now at Russell Westbrook's numbers. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. 6 in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Shed. Barnes outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
That's good from Barnes.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
No good on the second free throw. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Pass to Abaji from past the arc. It's rebounded by Najee. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Watson, the pass to Westbrook. To the paint. Porter kicks to Watson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the middle, here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. His first shot coming late. Rebound by the Raptors. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the right side. Launches it. It's hauled in by Watson. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Saric. Boucher with the rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
From deep three-point land, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We come back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And let's not forget how terrific they've been on the offensive glass, throwing themselves on that backboard and being rewarded with additional points.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Peyton Watson. Russell Westbrook out there with Porter. Then there's Saric. It's Najee in at the 4-man position. Here's Shed. Still yet to score. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Boucher's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Westbrook, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Westbrook's got his first points in this one.
Just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for three, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Porter. Castanagi, three-pointer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lawson surveying the D. Here's Shed. He's covered by Westbrook, and that one's good. Abaji.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside Westbrook. Takes a three. Abaji pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Barnes. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Westbrook against Lawson. Charge a screen on Lawson. Westbrook kicks to Porter. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Well, year in and year out, Porter is so consistent from 3.
Pass to Abaji from the wing. Denver grabs the miss. Charge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Westbrook. Here's Najee, covered by Barnes. Najee passes to Porter and finished off by Porter.
Yeah, it seems like Porter Jr. could do even more of this, attacking right at the rim.
Barnes outside. Down low. Here's Boucher.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Denver leading by 3. And here's Westbrook. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. He gets it in there. 7 points for Michael Porter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Barnes looking around. And the shot no good, a bit short. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Charge passes to Westbrook. Denver passing it around. The kick out to Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors trail by 5. To the paint, here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Outside Westbrook. Outside Porter. Beyond the arc. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And the first one drops. Each in the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's see some of the numbers here for Peyton Watson.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 7-point differential. Pass to Pirtle. And he banks in the layup. Pirtle's got 6.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Outside, Porter. Murray against Quickly. Murray, no good. For Toronto, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. On the wing, Quickly. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Russell Westbrook.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Jokic has checked in for Dario Saric. And quickly drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Murray kicks to Westbrook. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
The defense has had no answer for Nikola Jokic. He's getting whatever he wants out there.
Lawson the pass to Quickly. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Quickly's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Brown. Here's Porter. On the wing, Murray. Lawson against Westbrook. That one, no good. Good D by Lawson. Raptors trail by 3. Now, Quickly. 11 points in the game. Hurdle with a screen on Murray. Quickly, that's for two. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Here's Murray. A 17-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Count the basket. Murray's got 7 points.
Well, that's just a terrific move. Murray's so skilled at creating space off the dribble.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
They get the rebound. Jokic, basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
Pass to Mobo. Now, here's Quickly. He's got 13. Here's Abaji. 5 to shoot. Pirtle with the ball. Jokic defending. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Denver. And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray scanning the floor. Jokic against Pirtle. Murray outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Brown. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Barnes finds Quickly. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. The 3. It's hauled in by Watson.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Friday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Watson. So it's Toronto now. They trail by 6. Here's Walter. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Quickly. Barnes screen on Murray. Quickly the pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Watson. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's Murray just making easy work of that transition opportunity.
Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. And here's Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Clock at 6. Here's Barnes, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you got to be careful how you guard Barnes, especially when he's in attack mode.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shoot two.
That's good from Barnes. And the Nuggets with some changes. Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And so he hits both. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point lead. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Here's Quickly. 13 points in the game. Birtle sets the pick for Quickly. Hits it from 3-point range. Quickly's got 16. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Murray kicks to Gordon. And a wide open look for Porter. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Barnes passes to Quickly. That shot is off. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. A nice shot by Brown. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Teammates benefit so much from playing with Jokic. He draws all the attention, then sets you up for the score.
Here's Walter. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Nobody near Barnes. Offensive rebound. Birtle with a screen on Gordon. The 3 from Barnes. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Outside Gordon. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now here's Barnes. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Murray outside. For the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets ahead, leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at Toronto. Maybe if they play the perfect game from here on out, they can nab a play-in spot. If I'm the coach, I'm telling my guys, focus, 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 and more focus.
Well, even if they do make the playoff shot, I don't think they get past the first round. I'm sorry.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Toronto Raptors.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella. Taking some pressure off the starters here. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice performance by Emmanuel Quickly.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Barrett. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Walter out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Pass to Walter. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. Fires for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand. Constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. Here's Pirtle. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And they double up Murray. Brown, that's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Raptors in second, the Nuggets third.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Pirtle, the pass to Barrett. Got it. Good job in the low post. Barrett's got his second bucket of the night.
That's all the defense can do. Barrett just appeared determined to score, didn't care who was on it. Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Pass to Barrett. To the inside with the shot. Barnes can't get it to go.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Here's Jokic, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Jokic a screen. Here's Brown. No good with the layup. Raptors trail by 10. Quickly with it. 16 points for him. Poeltl with a screen on Gordon. Here's Barnes. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
Pass to Brown. Inside. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Quickly kicks to Poeltl. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Poeltl. The Nuggets leading by 8. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Here's a look at some stats for Pirtle.
Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, averaging about 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Brown the pass to Murray. No good on the triple. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. 8-point game. Here's Barnes, and Barnes gets double teamed. Pirtle's shot is off. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Wasted no time on that one. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
Well, Murray can create space off the dribble, and he doesn't hesitate with that pull-up.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. He's off on the first. And the Nuggets making a change here. Sharge is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Denver leading by 9. Murray the pass to Gordon. Murray against quickly from the arc. The offensive rebound. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
First one falls for him. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Barrett. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Sharge. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Special move from a very versatile Scotty Barnes.
Denver leading by 8. Murray outside. Here's Sharge. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Pass to quickly. Now Pirtle. Now here's Barrett. Over Porter. And Barrett the bucket on the assist from Pirtle. Barrett's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
From about 19 feet, the Nuggets with a new 14. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Walter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't, and that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised, nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Christian Brown. And so Murray nails both of them. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pirtle with a screen on Porter. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
A real challenge to guard in pick and rolls. Barrett's size and ability to distribute the rock is elite.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's Murray just grinding it out and getting rewarded.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Murray. Raptors trail by 6. Left side Lawson. 3-pointer. And it's Shed missing. Nuggets have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the 3rd. Some pretty nice work. Back to Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Porter against Barrett. Pirtle inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Pirtle.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Murray the pass to Gordon. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Here's Mobo. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Pirtle able to finish. Pirtle's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Shed. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 6 and the bucket from Pirtle.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Saric outside. Pass to Porter. Here's Westbrook. Drives to the hoop. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
And we've come to expect that from Westbrook. Hard charging, putting defenders in a situation where they just have to foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Good on the second free throw.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Pass to Barrett. Hurdle with a screen on Porter. Barrett with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. The shot's good from Lawson.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Here's Murray driving to the basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Clearly a foul.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Murray.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. And a switcher also for Denver. Zeke Najee's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And so Murray nails both of them. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Shed. Pass to Barrett. Boucher with the ball. Here's Shed. He's covered by Murray. The Raptors need to get a shot off. 2 on the clock. Barrett, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And Watson has it in the corner. Connects from 3-point range. Watson's got 8.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Barrett. 1:22 left here in the third quarter. Fires top of the key. And he recovers it. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard as we've gotten into the second half of the season. These teams have become better and better at scoring points off turnovers. In fourth, the Raptors.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
And that one falls for Boucher.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And Toronto making a change here. Abaji's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Westbrook's checked in. So he gets them both. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Murray doesn't fear anyone inside. He just goes right at the defense.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Murray nails both of them. 1:04 left in the third. Pass to Boucher. Lawson outside. Boucher sets a screen for Lawson. Takes it inside. And good that time. Lawson's got 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Murray. He's got 22. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and the shot goes in.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Shed. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Boucher. It's stolen by Sharch. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Russell Westbrook out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then there's Saric, and it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Murray. Down low, here's Watson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Saric. And he sinks the second. Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Mobo. Here's Abaji. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Denver. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Abaji. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Watson kicks to Westbrook. Here's Murray. Pass to Watson. Outside for Murray. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Murray's got 29 in the game.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Here's Mobo. He's covered by Watson. Now, here's Boucher. Defense right on him. Watson from outside. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. Denver leading by 15. Pass to Westbrook. And here is Murray. To the inside. Here's Watson. Right through the D for the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
Wow! Amazing stuff with the defender glued to it.
Pass to Boucher. Knocks down the three ball.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Murray outside. A second chance effort. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 14. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Abaji, the pass to Boucher. 6 on the shot clock. A three ball. Rebound by the Nuggets. Watson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Brown. And here is Murray. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, here's Boucher. D right on him. Watson with a screen on Murray. Fires the three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Pass to Murray. Eight feet away, and he can't bank that one in. Raptors trail by 14. Watson outside. Now Boucher. Here's Abaji. Back to Boucher. Takes the three. That shot missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Westbrook passes to Najee. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. Lets it go with a three. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you select your best move. Let's go.
For the Nuggets, Jokic is checked in for Najee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Jamal Murray. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen in on what Michael Malone went over with his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Bruising basketball from Jokic.
Such great hands from Jokic. Able to finish despite the D.
Quickly kicks to Pirtle. Back to Quickly. Here's Walter. Pass to Barrett. Over Porter. And Barrett gets it to go.
Nice looking shot there from Barrett. You can tell he's confident when he's shooting the ball.
Gordon with the screen for Westbrook. Jokic with it. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pirtle with a screen on Porter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Turns it over there, but that's his first of the contest. He's done a good job of minimizing mistakes on the night.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Barnes, he's checked in for Toronto. Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Westbrook with a screen for Porter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. Murray's checked in for Denver. Raptors trail by 13. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Back to Quickly. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Westbrook kicks to Porter. Gordon the pass to Porter. Jokic with the screen on Barrett. And another miss by Denver. Toronto's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Walter. Barnes outside. It's Barrett on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. This one for 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Now here's Westbrook. Gordon with the screen for Westbrook. Misses the 3. Raptors trail by 13. The shot's good from Quickly.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
To the middle, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, good to see Gordon having games like these, proving how effective a scorer he can be for this team.
Barnes outside. For 3, Barrett. And Westbrook pulls it down. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on R.J. Barrett. And really, Coach Van Gundy, the acquisition of Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets was one of the things that elevated them to the championship caliber team that we saw.
Yeah, Kevin, he was sort of the missing piece. He's a great fit in the front court alongside of Jokic. His athleticism, his defense, his ability to score inside have really made them a great tandem.
And what about his ability, Stan, to fit in right off the bat and make a difference?
You know, just about anybody can fit in playing with Jokic, Kevin. He makes the game easy.
Well said. Pirtle, he is checked in for Toronto. And a switcher also for Denver. Christian Brown's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you know, guys, every team could use a glue guy like Gordon. He brings all the intangibles and will do whatever it takes to win.
Pass to Pirtle. And here is Quickly. Onside, Barrett. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's off the back rim. No good. Murray down low. Barrett covering. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors trail by 15. Now Quickly. Barnes finds Barrett. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. Outside Gordon. Now Murray. Quickly covering. Shoots from the right block. And he nails the jumper. And that's 31 points for Jamal Murray.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Onside, Barrett. Barnes, right side. Over Gordon. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Murray against Quickly. Murray outside. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's. Here's Walter. Pass to Barrett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
The Nuggets leading by 12. Outside, Porter. Murray sets a screen for Porter. Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Denver.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jamal Murray.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Abaji. Mobo misses from close range. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Brown. Watson the screen. Puts it up from 12. Here's Brown. It's tipped. Here's Westbrook. No good that time. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Aaron, big night offensively. What is clicking for everyone right now?
We're just moving the ball. We're moving the ball, and that's a big part of our offense, making sure the ball doesn't stick and then people making shots.
It was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.